Okay, so I was wanting to tell the story of our new house. And I have 3 kids, so it will probably get interrupted. And we're at the park. It's a beautiful day. So we live in Grants Pass, Oregon. And we were renting. We were here for 2.5 years. And all of a sudden we got a letter on a Saturday from our rental agency saying, guess what? The owner of the house is going to be selling. So, you know, and of course the letter said, don't ask us any questions because we don't know anything. We are just the rental agency. So I'm freaking out Saturday and Sunday. Oh my gosh, you know. And my husband and I just talked about it and we said, do you know what? Maybe this is our little push from God saying, all right, it's time to buy a house, because we've been saving and we know that we wanted to buy a house in Grants Pass. And so Monday morning came around and I called our finance guy, Platinum Financial, Peter, woohoo! And I just said, you know, I talked to you 2 years ago when we first moved into town, and you told me, save a little more, make sure your husband actually likes his job, make sure they like your husband, really figure out where you want to live, and then call me back. And so we did. So I called him on Monday and I said, hey, so now our place is up for sale. We think we have enough saved. We have more of an idea where we want to live. So let's get this ball rolling. So that was on a Monday. And by Monday afternoon or Tuesday, we had an idea of our price range. And the trouble was, there was really no houses in our price range. I mean, it was like, we're looking online and I'm like, oh my gosh, that one has no walls. Like, oh, what did they do to that kitchen? Like, it was scary. And you know, the ones that were in the nasty parts of town, they were just a wreck. So I was a bit discouraged that, you know, it might have been a time for us to buy a house, but, you know, what's it gonna look like? You know, I'm just picturing this nasty shack that I'm gonna have to try to, you know, jam my 3 kids into, and you know, I just like, oh gosh, I don't know. So, you know, a few came up in our price range, and I think on the Tuesday, sorry, my baby's taking the pads out of the helmet here. Okay, I'll hold them, thank you. On the Tuesday, we had found 2 houses that were close enough to our price range that we thought, let's just go check them out. You know, they're in an area of town that is nice and good, and they don't look terribly awful. So let's just check them out. So we had arranged to do that. This is about a week after we had gotten the letter. And so we, sorry, I'm trying to remember. So on the Monday, we had spoken with Peter and he had said, hey, so the loan that you want to use, it's actually going to expire in just over like 60 days or whatever. And he said, you know, if you want to use it, you got to find a house like this week. Okay, so it's my first time buying a house. I was already stressed out, like trying to find a house in a non-existent price range, and our house is for sale that you know, we're renting, and now all of a sudden he says you need to find it in a week. Let me tell you guys, if you need your faith tested, God knows exactly how to do it. So that's the Monday. Peter told us, you know, hey, you need to find something in a week. Tuesday, I go to my MOPS meeting and I tell my MOPS ladies, like, I'm going to look at 2 houses tonight, but, you know, my finance guy said we pretty much got to find a house this week. So please be praying. So So we go, we look at the first one, and it's just, there's too many questions about it. Like, oh man, they did some bad repairs. Like, what else could we find? Random doors that led to nowhere. Like, it was just weird. A tiny little, like, closet of a bathroom. So we go to the second one, and I'm like, okay, the color is awful. It's like seafoam green. Grossness. I love the location, right across from a school, and then we go inside. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I'm calling them, they were organized hoarders, because there was literally stuff floor to ceiling, and I'm not joking, floor to ceiling, wall to wall. Shelves packed with stuff in every single room. And then we found the attic, and it was exactly the same. The garage jam-packed, okay? But Steven and I looked past it, and we thought, you know what? It's the layout that we want. It's a great location. It's really close to our price range. We could make this work. We could really make this work. And a lot of things that we wanted. It had a garage, single garage, but a garage. It had a storage unit. It had open floor plan, so living room, dining room, kitchen, all one big room. It has a little porch, which I love, right across from an awesome school and park. We can still walk to some things in town. So all these things are on our list, and all these things, you know, are here at this house that is a little scary because it's completely covered with stuff. But we just said, you know what? We're going to put in an offer. Wednesday, we sit down with our realtor, Constance Bradley, totally awesome lady. And we sit down with her and we say, okay, you know, we know these are some of the things that need to be done. So, you know, let's offer them this with all these other things in mind. So we put in an offer. We think they're definitely not going to take it because it's low. You know, that's kind of what you do. So it's low. So we do that. And Thursday we hear, yeah, no, you know, they declined. Totally understandable. So by Friday, we have a letter with a price and an agreement. We signed papers Friday, and in like 26 days, we signed for a house in our budget that didn't have any major repairs. It had walls, it had stuff in the kitchen, it had 2 ovens, okay? I'm like, what kind of kitchen has 2 ovens and it's a big kitchen? You've probably never been to my kitchen before, but it's like a closet in a 1908 house. It has closets. My rental, 1908 house, 0 closets. So, and this is our front yard. We are here in a park. Look at the hills in the background. My kids are playing. We're riding bikes. My house is right there. That is my house. Look at this gorgeousness. So beautiful. I cannot believe we live here. And I stopped the bike, so we're freaking out. So I just wanted to do a video and just say that God is amazing. He hears the desires of our hearts. He knows exactly what we want, whether we tell him or not. He loves us so much, and he just wants to bless us. And I hope that this little video would be an encouraging word for someone. Just, you know, if you're in a place where you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to be impossible, the timeline, the price range, the circumstance, whatever it is, God knows, and trust him, and he will totally carry you through and bless your socks off. As a few extra blessing bonuses, we got to choose the color of the paint that they used on our house that we really wanted, so now it's blue and white like we wanted. One night my husband was looking for sectional couches because that's what we wanted, and he said, oh my gosh, they're so expensive. The next day he goes to work and some someone says, hey, I have a sectional couch. I don't really like the color anymore. Do you want it? For free, you guys. Seriously. So that's our story on our first purchase of our house, and we are so excited. And hopefully you can hear this because it's pretty windy today. But I just wanted to share that and just be encouraged that our God is amazing and He loves to bless His kids. And if you love Him and you serve Him, you are His kid and He wants to bless you. All right. So from the Cooper clan, we will talk to you later.